Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, June 8th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with those light beings, and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also, for doing the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with dipping my fingers into the water and putting a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to symbolically purify the space for the puja. I put a few drops of water on my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space to all of you, so that whether you're watching it live or later on a replay, we're all symbolically purified going into the puja. To start the puja, we begin with invoking Ganesha, the archetype or the angel who helps to remove obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we honor the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Thursday, which is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Shravana, a star that Dr. Pillai says can help with money. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment, we are in the 5th waning moon, called Panchami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Om Panchami Devye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area right now, that's Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Indra, which has energies of leadership. Indra, Indra, Indra. And the karana that's active right now is one called Taitula, which has energies that are steady. Taitula, Taitula, Taitula. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, starting with the ascendant sign, represented here with the letters AC. Right now, this is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This sign is Gemini. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the ruler of the ascendant sign, which in this case is Mercury, as a gesture to the importance of that planet at the moment. So we start with putting flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has one or more planets in it. So the Rasi or sign, the first one that has planets in it, is Karkata, or Cancer, which today contains Venus and Mars. We start with honoring Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Pushya, a star that is said to be the most spiritually auspicious of all of the stars. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Pushya star is ruled by Brihaspati, a form of Jupiter in which he is a very high spiritual teacher, sometimes said to even be the teacher of the gods. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Now we acknowledge the planet that rules Pushya's star, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor Mars for being in the zodiac sign of Cancer. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is now in a star called Aslesha, a star symbolized with the symbol of a snake, a star that is said to have mystical power. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Aslesha star is ruled by the Nagas, archetypes who are ancient beings who have great wisdom and know secrets about cycles of time. We invoke their blessings, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Aslesha star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. I'm looking at the chart here, and this chart that is in the video is not the right chart. I'm playing the wrong video. I'm playing the one from June 6th. Just 1 second, please. I need to stop this screen and put up a different video. It looks like I grabbed the wrong one this morning because the moon is not here anymore. He's moved there. Mercury has moved over here. I'm so sorry. Just one moment while I put the fresh, correct video up. I'm very sorry for that. Open file. Okay, let me stop the share. Okay, there, now we're seeing the correct chart for today. I apologize for the inconvenience of that and for any confusion that I have caused. Okay, so now we carry on. We're pausing for a moment, reflecting on the zodiac sign of Cancer that today contains Venus and Mars. Cancer is the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs. And today it's got 2 planets that are both very passionate in it. Venus is a planet of love and beauty, the arts, material plane comforts. And Mars is a planet that helps with both healing and with protection. We pause for a moment and we reflect on this. Now, continuing in a clockwise direction around the correct chart, the next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu, and I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. This is a star that can give divine blessings towards independence. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, and for harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde and thus extra powerful, and also the moon. We start with honoring Pluto, and I put flower petals on him. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give blessings for long-lasting success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the moon for being in Capricorn. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Shravana. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give blessings for money. One of the symbols for this star is an ear, and this represents the ability to listen, not just to the words that people say, but to listen to what's in their heart. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Shravana star is ruled by Vishnu, an archetype who helps to sustain and maintain the entire universe. We put flower petals on the moon. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Shravana star is ruled by the moon. So the moon right now is in a star that he rules. I put flower petals on the moon for being the ruler of Shravana star. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today containing Pluto, who is retrograde, extra strong, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help us with rationality and science, and the moon, which represents our mind and our emotions, and also a planet so important for our receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. I put flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabisha, a star that has so much healing energy that its nickname is 100 Physicians. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rain and the oceans. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. So Saturn right now is sitting in a sign he rules. He's very comfortable to be sitting here. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet that helps with patience, compassion, service, structure, and perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help us with business development. We ask this star to help us with business development and to help all businesses on this planet to be conducted with integrity and fairness, and to be truly offering goods and services that are helpful for all of humanity. We put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada star is ruled by an archetype called Ayurbundia. Among other things, he can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to help guard our treasures and valuables, including the treasure that is the very earth itself. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttarabhajapada star, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause. Now we honor the planet that rules the sign of Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the zodiac sign that is the most metaphysical, the most transcendental. Today containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says helps with intuition and with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Jupiter and Uranus. Rahu and Jupiter are in the same star, so we will invoke both of them before we invoke the star. I start with Rahu and put flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Both Rahu and Jupiter are in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Jupiter. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing abilities and are sometimes called the physicians of the gods. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Jupiter. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. I put flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. Om Bharnihe Namaha. Om Bharnihe Namaha. Om Bharnihe Namaha. Bharni star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just and merciful towards others and for there to be justice in our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharni star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules the zodiac sign of Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Rahu, a planet that helps us to think outside the box, and Jupiter, a planet that helps with spirituality and also can help with wealth and everything related to banking or legal matters. And Uranus, a planet that Dr. Pillai says helps with creative abilities, higher intelligence, success in life, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Mercury, who moved into this sign since yesterday, and the sun. We honor first Mercury. I put flower petals on him. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Kritika, a star of truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, archetype who rules the fire element and also is able to give blessings for purification and positive transformation. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the sun for being in Taurus. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Rohini, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, creativity, and also beauty. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Rohini star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype of creation and creativity. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini star is ruled by the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, and also a sign that can give a great love of luxury and comfort. Today containing Mercury, planet of communication, planet of business, and also a planet that helps with our sense of humor. And the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light, I hold it in my right hand, I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals, and in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Now, I light an incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance. And I circle this above the chart in the clockwise direction 3 times, offering this to all of the divine beings that we just invoked. Next, I take a bell to offer the element of sound, and I'll ring that above the chart in a clockwise direction 3 times. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of each of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, we have a few moments. If you post questions in the chat, I will do my best to try to answer them. Again, thank you for being patient with me today while I had to change out the video as I had run the wrong one with the wrong chart today. So thank you for your patience with that. I will be doing a free fire lab, not this Friday, but next Friday on the Religion of Religions YouTube channel on Friday, June 16th at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I've been asked to do one free fire lab a month for Religion of Religions channel. And so that one will be on Friday next week. And I've also been asked to do one free one for Pillai Center Practice channel. And then that one will be later in the month. The one for Religion of Religions channel, Dr. Pillai's asked that that one be focused on Jesus and Mary and Yahweh. And the one that I will do later for Pillai Center Practice channel this month will be focused on Maruga. So those are always free, and the replays are always available on the channel if the time for them is not convenient for you. I see Barbara asking in the chat, Namaste, Swamini Valli, would you kindly name the planets as they appear on the 9-planet yantra? I can do that for you tomorrow, Barbara. I need to have the yantra in front of me myself to make sure that I'm correctly naming them. Several years ago, when I was in India, Dr. Pillai did a very special puja for the planets in the building that I was living in. I was living in the Ashtamangala building, which at the time was the AstroVed Remedy Center. And he did a very special puja. Normally the planets are arranged in kind of a 3-3-3, row, kind of a square type of arrangement. He had them arranged in a single line, and it was a very special puja for a very special reason. So after that, if I am displaying my planets, I would be displaying them in a line like that rather than in the square format of the yantra. So I have to actually look at a yantra to remember what that square configuration looks like, because I switched over. So I will do that for you tomorrow, Barbara, if you're here for that then. Okay, Eva is saying, thank you. My pleasure, Eva. Pedro is saying, if someone has an altar with several yantras, can he do abhishekam to only one at a time, or do all of them have to be washed every time? Yes, Pedro, you can do abhishekam to just one of them. If you have several yantras, what you can do is you could put just a drop of water on each of them, just to hydrate them a little bit. I've seen Dr. Pillai just put a little drop of water. So if you wanted to do all of them quickly, you could just give each of them a drop of water. But it's totally okay to just take one of them to do a special hydration ceremony. And abhishekam is a hydration ceremony if you're wanting to do like water and milk and sweet juice and a bunch of things. It's okay to take one out of the altar just to do that for your special reasons for doing that. May we use pictures instead of statues? Yes, you can definitely work with pictures, although I wouldn't normally do abhishekam on a picture for a hydration ceremony unless you have it, laminated in plastic so that the picture doesn't get destroyed. But yes, you could have a picture on your altar and offer the candlelight and other offerings to it if you wanted to do that. You can have something that just to you represents an archetype. For example, One time, Dr. Pillai wanted some of us to pour some milk over a crystal lingam because it was going to be pradosham time, and a time which is good for karma removal. And some of us didn't have one with us. So he instructed us to go out into the garden and just select a small, smooth stone to represent the lingam. So you can use something and just tell yourself this represents, whoever it is, and work with it that way if you like. So it's lovely to have energized objects and statues, etc. But you can always make your prayers, whether you have objects or not. You can also offer your prayers mentally, just picture the archetype and mentally offer your prayers, or mentally do a puja, mentally do a hydration ceremony. So never feel that you're constrained by not having stuff to do your prayers. Your prayers are always welcome. I mean, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says a flower, a leaf even, is acceptable if it's being offered with love, if it's being offered sincerely. So the tools are something that helps us. Barbara says she can't attend live tomorrow. Okay, Barbara, let me know in the chat when you're back again, and I will answer your question when you're able to attend live again. Or you can email me and I can send you the answer in email that way. Okay, so thanks for letting me know you won't be there. You could print pictures. Yes, pictures are wonderful. I have pictures up all over the place myself. And if you wanted to do hydration, then you would need to laminate it in plastic so that the liquid doesn't hurt the picture. But you can certainly have a picture, offer it candlelight or a ghee lamp, offer it incense, offer it a flower, all of that. You can definitely do that with a picture. Okay, good questions today. All right, not seeing any other questions. I do want to be mindful of your time. So I'll go ahead and let the video play through. Again, we very much appreciate it when you press the like button on the video and when you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the channel to grow. And Dr. Pillai is keen for this channel to continue to grow. Namaste, the light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. I'll see some of you again tomorrow. Namaste.